Yeah, this is the Sebring convertible, and I just want to point something out because this is a good way to check your timing kind of roughly. I noticed the pulley, if you look at the pulley, and when the bolt is installed, you can still see this little notch up here. You'll be able to see that, and you can see what position it's in. It's about the 130 position, but also, if you look at all four of those notches, those slots, they're actually horizontal and vertical when that little key is in about the 130 position. So usually it slips on the bottom crank pulley because, excuse me, I knocked that camera there a second, because it's a small pulley, and it gets about twice the wear, because the crank spins twice for every time the cam spins, right? You got a small pulley. And the only way it can really jump is if the engine was backfiring, or if something got caught in there. This plunger can come down just a hair, give it just enough slack to make it jump. Like if something gets caught up in that wheel or something like that, and that's what happened with mine. A piece of the upper valve cover, timing cover, came off, and it just bumped under the wheel, and it caused it to jump when I started it up. Amazing. But that's set up correctly, and it was set up correctly before, but if you get something up, if those covers on it are good, but that's how you can check it. This here, if you look at that dot, that's in 130 position, and then you got up and down and side to side. It'll give you a pretty rough idea. I mean, that's not the proper way to check it, and you got to check your marks up here, which is let's see if I can see over here. You can see I don't know if you can see it in the camera good or not. That's my cam right here. I'm shining so much white light on it you can't see it. One here and one here. And everything's tension correct. I spun the engine over with the the rubber, what the hell you call that thing, rubber strap wrench, just to double check it, and you can see that that plunger right there, that's got the right distance, and everything's nice and tight. That's exactly how it was, but this shit can still jump. You get some crap in there, man, it can jump. It's crazy, man. I don't like this shit, tell you the truth. I do not like this crap. So anyway, just want to point that out. So if you look again, and this is for my reference purposes too. When you're looking at this, when it's installed on there, you can see that dot right there. That's about in a 130 position, and this is up and down, straight up and down, and straight across. Then your cam marks should line up on the top. So, and that's a good hint, because if you're off of 2 or 3 notches, you'll be able to see it. You'll be able to see it. And I hope this is all right, because I was hearing some valves tapping, but I was exactly 3 notches, and I think 3 notches is the limit. 5 notches, you definitely got damage. Sometimes I heard of people getting away with 4 notches. I jumped 3. I don't know. But it seemed like it was running smooth even when it was tapping, so we'll find out. Anyway, we're going to pass this on, because you don't need to really take nothing apart too much. You can leave this cover on here, this cover that was over this. You can look up underneath there at this, just take that top cover off, and just like as explained, about 130 position, this straight up and down, that straight across. That should give you a reasonable idea if the timing's in mark. But it's not the proper way to check it, but it probably give you a pretty damn ballpark method. So hopefully that's a good, helpful hint, and I'm going to keep this in mind. That's partly why I'm uploading this video. It's partly for my reference purposes too. So You know, people don't tell you this kind of shit. To me, it's a very helpful hint.